Hey, what up, guys? What's going on? What's going on? What I want to talk about in this particular live, guys, is I get so many emails uh, on a lot of different topics, right? I get so many emails, and y- you'll be amazed at how many emails that I get based on people not knowing their worth, or based on people not believing in self. Okay, so the thing is, that's what I want to talk about this video, guys, because if I can't motivate you to do anything else, at the very least in this video, I want to motivate you to believe in yourself, take action. Um, when I think about when I first started my cleaning business, guys, in 2012 February, I understand where a lot of you people can where a lot of you people come from in regards to not knowing if you can do something, right? Because you never did it before, or having that doubt in your mind or in your heart that you can get the job done, or thinking about the fact that there's so many other cleaning businesses out there. There's so many people doing what you're trying to do. So you're thinking about, like, is there enough room for me? You know. And if I can't touch you in no way, I really want to motivate you guys in this live to um, really step outside of your comfort zone. Okay, step outside of your comfort zone. If it's not cleaning business, if you want to run a donut shop or whatever the case, whatever it is you want to do, you not only you hear people all the time say dream big. Well, you got to dream big, but you have to follow that dream up with action. That's the only way you're going to create a result. Okay. And when people say, "Oh, this person got lucky," I do agree that sometimes people get lucky, but in order for you to get lucky, you have to do something. Okay. So, for an example, let's take the lottery. Somebody got lucky to hit the lottery. Well, they wouldn't have hit if they didn't play, right? They wouldn't have hit if they didn't play. Somebody say, "Oh, you got lucky. You started a cleaning business and it became profitable. Well, you started making money." It wouldn't have happened for you if you didn't play, right? If you didn't invest in self, if you didn't, get your DBAs and your LLCs, and if you didn't get your EIN numbers, your bank accounts, if you didn't, go through the process, you didn't step out there on faith and believe that you can do it. Okay, guys, go ahead and make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I really, really appreciate that, because again, I really want you guys to win. I mean, everybody that watch me, I know I got some people that just watch me just for the sake of watching me. Just the fact that, okay, he went live, he uploaded the video, so I'm gonna watch it, right? But the vast majority of the people that I want that watch me, I want them to win. I mean, I really do want them to win, but they have to want it more than I do. And I tell people in my coaching, by the way, speaking of coaching, guys, I do have one spot available. You guys do know I had extended it to more people. One person joined. I do have one spot available left for anybody that want it, right? So just email me, put sign me up in a subject line, or put coaching in the subject line. Hollywood Janitorial, Hollywood Janitorial Serve at gmail.com, Hollywood Janitorial Serve at gmail.com. Okay. So a little shameless plug I want to put in there. But like I say, anybody, like I tell people in my coaching, man, and I'm on them hard. They'll tell you that too. I'm on them hard. I'm vicious, because I'm not just another guy that, let's say, selling a program and say, "Hey, toodaloo, wish you well," right? I really want, and even people that watch my channel that might not order or buy from me, anybody that watch me, I know you can do it. And as cliched as the sound is the truth. If I could do it, you could do it, right? I put my pants on one leg at a time like you, right? The only thing is that probably separate you from me, or me from you, is the fact that I'm probably willing to do what's uncomfortable, right? I'm probably willing to do what's uncomfortable, okay? And once you start getting a significant amount of success, right? You start making 10K a month, 15K a month, 20K a month, right? Your revenues, you're up six figures. I was more than motivated after my company hit more than 1.2 million in revenue and sales last year. I was more than motivated, right? But I still have that same doubt at times. But I also think about what would happen if I don't do a certain task. What would I be losing out on if I don't go to this networking meeting? What would I be losing out on if I didn't pick up the phone and call this person, right? If I didn't engage into this investment, or if not even just read up on it, right? What would I lose, right? So whereas you might be dealing with the fear of failure, the fear of the unknown, the fear of success, perhaps I'm not having those type of fears anymore, right? Now I'm human just like the rest of you, right? So I mean, at some point I do have self doubt, right? But I snap out of it quick. I'm probably more paranoid than ever these days, just because it's coming in abundance for me in terms of revenue. Okay, but again, if you want to get to that level, you must take action. One second, guys. Hello? Hey, thank you, thank you. Right now I'm on a live video on my YouTube. Yeah, yeah. I'll phone you back soon as I get off. All right. You said what? Oh, sorry about that, guys. But, um, yeah, you. Forget my train of thought. You want to be able to take action, right? You want to be able to step out there on faith. You really want to be able to um, conquer your fear of success, your fear of failure, your fear of the unknown. And in order for you to conquer it is to do something. You got to take those steps, those necessary steps. It's not a 1-2 formula that I can give you and say, hey, this is the way to get over your fear, right? You have to keep doing something over and over and over again until it becomes natural. At least that's the way I feel about it. Like even with cold calling, when you make cold calls, right? A lot of people say, hey, Fabio, I don't like doing the cold calls. And I get it because I didn't like doing it in the beginning either. But the fact that I wanted to be successful with the cleaning business and cold calling was a part of what it took to become successful. In my book, I felt like I had to do it. This is the way I trick my mind, guys. And excuse me, I got a lot of little trickeries in my head that I do to kind of trick myself, right? So in the beginning stage, let's take cold calling, right? I got this little script and this and this and that, right? I'm not sure if it's gonna work or whatever the case is. And what I did was I put myself in a space that I was cold calling for a company, but it was my company, right? So again, this is how I tricked myself into becoming better at it, doing it more. I said, look, I'm sitting here at this little desk. I have this phone. I have this little script. And I tricked myself into believing that I'm calling to solicit for walkthroughs for another company, but it was my company. Now, some of you guys might know what I'm talking about, right? You might work for a Salesforce, or you might work for a cold calling company, a firm where you're dealing with customer service issues, whatever. As you're in the escalations department, whatever the case is, right? And you're thinking like, man, if somebody hang up on me today, or if they get smart with me, I'm going off, right? That's where your head is. But you get up every single day and you go there. You go to that job, right? So why not go to work for you? Why not you? Right? So many of us, we don't like what we do. Oh, I hate this job. I don't like doing this, right? But we get up every single day and we go there. Every single day. Why do we do that? Well, you do it because you're comfortable with the position that you're in. And even though you think you want to start a cleaning business, or you think you want to start a business, the fear of being comfortable with your job, right? I mean, the fear of being turned down and then having that comfortability with your job is what cripples you, right? That's what cripple you. You know, it's a lot of people. I tell people all the time. They say, "Well, Fabio, I just want to do the cleaning myself." I say, "Go ahead, you do the cleaning yourself." I say, "You're going to stunt the growth. You still can grow, but you're going to stunt your growth. You're not going to grow at a rapid rate, right?" I say the object of the game is to get in there, you work, and again, other people got their philosophy, but this worked for me, so that's why I'm telling you guys. You get in there 30, 60 days, you work by yourself, right? In the very, very beginning. Daughter of Zion, hi, how are you? Divine Masculine Fabio. So, you get in there, you work 30 to 60 days by yourself, right? You get comfortable with it, you know the task at hand that to do, you know what you got to do, right? And then you bring a body in there. It works for me. Again, I tell people, I don't give a fuck what other channel you watch or who talking about what. Again, there's no right or wrong way to do this business, right? Some people got the mindset it only works their way. I don't. I'm open, right? Because when you close your mind up to any given topic or subject matter or whatever the case, then you stunt the growth. Because somebody could be giving you information that might be valuable, but because you think you know everything, it's not going to be so valuable to you, right? Stunt your growth. You're not going to expand, right? So again, guys, you got to be willing to step out there. You got to be willing to do and take the necessary steps. I like to use this a lot, and I probably used it a gazillion times in my video, and I'm gonna say it right here. You work for somebody, right? You got the weekend off. You know, you're drinking wine, Stella Rosa to be exact, right? You're lit. You're having a great time. You get up Monday morning, wash up, get yourself together, stop and get your latte. You're on your way to work, and then you get to work, and then they hand you the pink slip, the yellow slip, the white slip, and say we no longer need you. What are you going to do? And I mean it. What are you going to do? Here it is. You have a chance to have a mentor. You have a chance to watch these videos. You have a chance to, maybe get into somebody's class, a course, a study program, or master class, whatever the case. Here it is. You have the chance to do all of this stuff. You don't take advantage of it. You got the revenue. You don't believe in yourself. You cripple yourself. And then you go in Monday morning, they hand you the white slip, the pink slip, the yellow slip. We don't need you anymore. What are you going to do? Do you have at least 6 to 12 months of revenue saved up that'll be able to get you by until you get another job? Or are you thinking like, well, I'm just going to draw unemployment? That's another thing. I know a lot of people that lost their job with this COVID stuff, right? They draw unemployment, and then they got content with that. Now unemployment is cut off, and I know people personally that's going through it. Right? The weeks that went through, they got the big checks, right? You see them on live on Facebook, right? They buy this stuff and they get this stuff, right? And the next thing you know, they didn't save no money. They didn't invest any money. They didn't start a business. They bought all material things, right? And now they looking for a cash app. Yeah, I see it on my Facebook. I'm down bad. Can you send me a cash app? Send me, you know, who got me? Who got right? You see it on Facebook, on Instagram. But it didn't have to be that way, guys. And what I'm trying to get over to you guys, I'm trying to hit you in the chest. I'm really trying to sock the hell out of you guys. I'm trying to get you guys to take action in starting your cleaning business. Okay? Get you somebody that you can follow, that you believe in. It don't even have to be me, right? For those that just hopped on that might have missed, I do have one coaching spot left. For those, anybody that's interested, one spot left, right? I opened it up for 2 more people. I have one left. $800, you can't beat it. A $2,000 program, $800. Email me, hollywoodjanitorialserve@gmail.com. Put sign me up or coaching in the subject headline. Just a shameless plug for anybody that want it. Okay, so getting back to it, guys. I want you guys to be the best you as possible. especially considering the fact we don't know what's going to go with this election. We don't know what's going to go on in the world, right? But life must go on. Bills got to be paid. Rent got to be paid. Electricity got to be, water bill got to be paid. Your phone bill got to be paid. The kids got to be taken care of. Hospital bills got to be paid, right? Health insurance, dental insurance, all of this stuff, right? This stuff goes on. You can't pause this stuff, guys, right? You can't pause this stuff. But it starts with you. It starts with you. And if you're not willing to do what it takes to become successful, then you won't become successful. I'm nowhere close to where I want to be. Nowhere close, because my goals are just so huge, right? But I work every single day relentlessly. Relentlessly. I probably get 3 to 4 hours of sleep. I'm not on Facebook all day every day. I don't have time to be on Instagram all day every day. I listen to books. I tell you, I really do these books, guys. I stay in Barnes and Nobles. You guys know that. This this had an interesting topic, so I bought it. Right? Big Dirty Money. I read books, audio books whenever I can. Right? Here's an audio book. I told one of the guys in my coaching about this. 1 million followers. How I built a massive social media following in 30 days. Brendan Kane. Brendan, if you see this, hey man, don't say I never helped you out. You know. Again, so like I say, guys, some of you guys might have seen this guy. He went nuts. I bought his book. Sell Like Crazy. He's all over Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. I actually talked to him. He's a really down to earth guy. He's from Australia, all the way from Australia. I actually talked to this guy. So again, I can keep going. I really do this stuff, guys. Unshakable, Tony Robbins, right? I had this book before somebody stole it. It meant so much to me. I had to get it again. I forgot. In other words, I lend the book out to someone, and I couldn't remember. It was been so long. I can't remember who I lent the book to. So I went out and bought it again. Unshakable, Tony Robbins. So again, I say this because this is what I do in my downtime. I find this to be extremely exciting to me, right? I'm traveling right now. I'm in Ben Harbor, Michigan. You guys know from my previous videos, I used to stay out here, right? I have contracts out here, so I'm just checking on contracts. So for the weekend, I say, you know what? I'm going to go check on contracts. I'm going to come to Ben Harbor, Michigan. We kind of borderline Mishawaka, Indiana, and Chicago. So just to kind of give you guys like, where's Ben Harbor on the map, right? Right? Is that my? Oh, I thought that was the jawstring. It's getting pretty long. Okay, so again, guys, like I say, you know, .com secrets. Okay, so I do the book thing, right? I do the audio book thing, right? My whole reason of showing you guys that is the fact that I still invest in myself. I probably spend thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. I got 2 mentors. I got to pay them 5K each every single month. That's 10 grand every single month on coaching. Okay, just coaching alone, right? If you get in my program, you pay $800 for the whole year, and you learn from the top. They teach me, I teach you at a fraction. Sweet deal, right? But anyway, I spend many thousands of dollars on books and audio books and stuff like that, right? Because I don't know it all. I never know it all. But I know as long as air pumped through my body and whatever the case is, and I'm able to breathe and open my eyes in the morning, I know that there is something that I can learn. And I'm not too prideful or whatever to say, you know what, I don't need a book or whatever. If you need a book, you got to get a book. If you need a coach, you got to get a coach, right? All of the best people we know, boxers, Muhammad Ali, Michael Jordan, all of them had, somebody that they had to listen to become as great as Venus and Serena, as great as they became, Tiger Woods, right? but they took action also. They wanted it as bad as they wanted to breathe. When it tough got hard, they didn't give up. When the going got hard, I should say, they didn't give up. So I want you guys to have that same mindset, man. Stop getting wrapped up in what everybody else doing, who's wearing what, who's flashing this, who's flashing that. Because just because somebody's on the internet flashing some objects or some money or this, don't really mean they really got it. They got prop money. You can order $10,000 cash off of Amazon, right? You see people, they the fake rappers with the golds and this and this. Bill Gates and them, they don't do that, right? But we know they got long money. We know they got money. So don't get caught up in the hype, guys. Whatever your business is, these influencers and different things like that. It's not about that. When you're thinking, when you're caught up in somebody else's life, you're so much caught up in somebody else's doing and what they're doing, then you lose you. And then every single day you open your eyes, you seem to go to their Instagram page. I'm gonna get to your comment in a minute. You go to their Instagram page, you go to their social media platforms. You spend countless hours looking at what they're doing, the pretty pictures that they post. When are you gonna start posting your pretty pictures? Right? Because their lifestyle could be fake, but yours can be real if only you take action. Okay? So again, guys, for those of you to say, even with competition, I hear a lot of people like, let's get these likes up, guys. Come on now, you guys know I don't go live like this. I'm up. I'm about to read, and I'm working on some things, and I decided to go live. You guys better help me, with this algorithm, this YouTube algorithm. They already don't recommend my videos and share my videos on YouTube, right? And YouTube don't recommend, right? So let's get these likes up. I would greatly appreciate you guys. But like I say, um, you don't want to spend as much time in somebody else's lifestyle and what they're doing and not getting yours together. Okay? Just think it, like I say, just think of the fact that you're going into work Monday and they're canceling your job. That should scare the shit out of you, right? Because at this point, you're no longer able to take care of the kids. You got to depend on 14, 16 weeks of unemployment, whatever the case is. When that run out, then what, right? So again, if you guys take action today, you don't know where you will be a year from now. You don't know. And it's crazy, man, because not to really bring my coaching up, but some of the people in my coaching, they literally cried. Like we do my coaching, I do allow, them to do like a Zoom with me or a duo, and we're on video. People literally, I'm talking about parents of some of the students that's in my coaching, literally get on the camera and cry like, man, whatever you're doing with my daughter, whatever you're doing with my son, keep doing it. Because I never thought this was gonna happen for them, right? People, brother coming on, they smoking, rolling up weed, and they like, man, hey man, my brother, stay watching your videos, man. It's just, what I'm saying, keep, a lot of different things. And I like to get those type of stories. But again, I don't want them to get caught up in the small hype, the small success. I do agree when you get a small success celebrate, right? Don't go crazy, but celebrate. And then move up the ladder, so to speak, right? Move up the ladder. You get a little success, take yourself out to eat or whatever the celebration is, right? You're at home drinking Kool-Aid, eating chips and dip, whatever the case is. You throw a little small party, whatever, right? And then Monday morning, take off, right? Your first success, you wanted to get 5K a month. You got 5K a month. Your next one, you want to get 10, 15K a month, right? So yes, celebrate your success, but don't get so caught up in that 5K that you cripple yourself from getting to the 15K that you're shooting for, right? You can have a big goal. You just have to break it down in bite-sized pieces to be able to obtain it. You can have a big goal. You just have to be able to break it down in bite-sized pieces so you can obtain it. Okay? Because if you just try to go for it head first and you don't have no sense of direction, you don't have no playbook, you don't have no script or formula or nothing, you're not going to get there. I promise you, it just won't happen because there's going to be so many stones thrown your way while you're trying to go there. You don't have any set plan, if that makes sense. Okay, so I do want you guys to think big, whatever the case is, but you got to take that big idea, break it down into bite-sized, achievable goals, and on your way to that big goal. If that makes sense, right? So you got to break it down to bite-sized pieces within that big goal so you can get to it. You can obtain it. Okay? And that's how I do. I got big goals. When I have one success after another, I go out and I get some cologne. Everybody that knows Fabio love cologne. So that's how I treat myself, right? And I'm telling you, I can show you the bills. Probably on my face. I can spend hundreds of dollars on cologne, right? Now, that's my little celebration. Now I got to get out there. I got to get to it. So what am I saying? I'm saying all of this to say, guys, that you can absolutely do this. You have to believe in yourself. Okay? If you got some people around you who don't believe in you, then you have to remove yourself from around those people who don't believe in you. If you can't change the people around you, then you must change the people around you. What that means is I can't change you, your perception of me, how you feel, what you do, how you do it, when you do it, but I can change my relationship with you. I could change what I do with you. I could change my connection with you. I don't have to talk to you every day. I don't have to see you every day, right? So if you can't change the people around you, then you must change the people around you. It's just that simple. Okay? And I see the comments, guys. I'm gonna definitely get to it. I don't want you to think I'm not gonna come back to your comments. I'm definitely gonna get to them. Okay? But again, I really want to motivate you guys because, like I say, while you sitting here twiddling your thumbs and you're rolling up and you're like, shit, I don't know if I can do this, right? You talking to your girlfriend, talking to your boyfriend. Next thing, it's a new startup every day in your city. Somebody starting up a cleaning business every day in your city. Why not you? And then the contract, you thinking about going in, you drive past it all the time. You don't stop to inquire about it or look into it. It's close by the house and everything. And you go in there and I'll be damned if they don't tell you we just signed on somebody last week. That could have been you. How many times have you drove by that building? Not even knowing what they doing there. Or maybe you do know, but you kept putting it off. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I'm gonna go in there tomorrow. I'm stopping Monday. Monday, I got a feeling if I go in there Monday, I'm gonna get it. And you go in there Monday and they tell you we hired somebody last week. That'll make you feel shitty, especially if it was a new company. So and then I also have to talk about this, guys. A lot of you are treating this like a side hustle, not treating this like a business. If it's a side hustle, uh, don't join my coaching. I got one spot open, right? Anybody that want it, it'll be worth your time and effort. But if you treat this like a side hustle, don't even email me and say, hey, I'm interested in this and this. I want you to have a business mindset when you come in here because that's what we doing here. Side hustle, you just making enough money just to kind of get by and you're just trying to do something, right? I want you to have that business mindset. You know, that wake up early, stay late mindset. Let me hop on some of these comments real quick before people like, let me see. What were you saying about the Cash App? I came in at the last part of the subject. No, I was saying with the no, I was saying that people with the Cash App, what I was saying is that people on social media, right? I say you see it on the social media platforms, right? People they lost their job. I gave the analogy, what's Juan? I think it was Juan. Okay, Juan, I have gave the analogy like what if you went in your job Monday morning and they hand you the pink slip, the yellow slip, the white slip. Told you we no longer need you anymore. Pack your drawer up, pack your desk up, get out of here. We no longer have your position open. Then what are you going to do? And what I had said was those people that had the job and had the opportunity to do something with the money that they had coming in or they were laid off and they was able to collect unemployment. They let unemployment run out. They balling out of control. Now they begging on social media talking about, here's my cash app. Can you cash at me $10? Can you cash at me $15? You see it on Instagram. Can you cash at me? You wouldn't have had to do that if you properly used those funds that came in. If you made those funds work for you, which is another thing I teach in my business in my coaching, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it for coaching. I was about to say something. Let me see. I was wondering how long did it take for your business to take off? Okay, well, let me see. Timothy, my business. I started 2012 of February, and I wanted to get a contract in the first 60 days, and I wound up getting my very first contract. It was for like $300 in the first 90 days. It was between the 60 and the 90, right? It didn't take exactly 90 days, but I usually just round it up and say within the first 90 days, right? So, so yeah, it was dead cold 2012, very snowy. I'm in the Midwest region out in Michigan, and I picked up the phones. I didn't have a script at the time. I was just kind of winging it, right? I wasn't getting any traction, Timothy. I'm calling, I'm calling, I'm calling, I'm calling. I'm pissed off because I already have this aura about me. Like, at least back then, I'm thinking like, oh, I'm Fabio Hart. They better hire me. Like, why not? Why, I got the best business. Why not hire me, right? So I was already too big for my britches before I even had contracts coming in. At least that was my mindset. And then when I seen that I wasn't getting traction, Timothy, over the phone, I started knocking doors, knocking doors. And at this time, my car was down, right? I didn't even have the money. I had money in the bank, but not enough, like, that I can get the car fixed without tapping too low into the funds. Like, I'm telling you, I was really down bad, guys. So what I did, it was cheaper to go get a $50 bus card. So I got the bus, right? The bus card. I hopped on the bus and I did basically what the mail people do. So I went in a certain section that I had studied like the night before, 2 nights before. I'm telling you guys how I did it, right? This is early on stages. I bundled up, you know, just like how the mailman and the mail lady do. I got off at a certain part, a certain section of the line or, whatever. And I went knocking doors, going in, knocking doors, knocking doors. They telling me, no, 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 we have a cleaner, we have a cleaner, no, no, no. And I'm getting mad as hell. 30, just imagine going 30 days and you're not even getting not one walkthrough. And then you up 45 days, you're not getting one walkthrough. And somewhere between 45 and 60, you get a walkthrough, but you don't get a contract. And then you get another walkthrough within that same time frame because you're going every day, every other day. This is what I was doing, guys. I'm really literally giving you the play-by-play of what I did. And for 30 days, I didn't get no walkthroughs. But I was out there basically every day or every other day. And I will work it like how you will work a job. I will work it from 6 to 8 hours a day, literally, because I wasn't working nowhere else. So I would knock doors for 6 to 8, and I'm talking about it's cold. I'm bundled up. I got headphones on and all of that, and my backpack, and I'm on the bus. I can't even really fix the car right now, right? I'm really down bad. But oh, what the mind can't conceive and believe, the mind can achieve, only if it take action. That's a powerful statement. I never take nothing away from Napoleon Hill. That's definitely profound. But I think the ending part he should have put on there is only if you take action. Because you can believe it, conceive it, but it won't come into fruition until you take action. You won't get no result until you do something about it. Got to do something about it. Right? So again, like I say, between that 45 and that 60th day, I started getting walkthroughs. Right? So somewhere between the 60th day and the 90th day, right? Because again, I wanted to get my first contract in the first 60. I did not. But I did get it within the first 90 because I kept going. Just imagine, guys, if I would have stopped at 60 days. Here, here it is. Here it is. Just imagine stopping at the 60th day. Here it is. My goal is to get a contract in the first 60 days. I get some walkthroughs, no closings. I get some walkthroughs, no closings. But oh Lord, I kept going. What the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve only if it take action. Only if it. If I don't answer one phone, hello, hello. I gotta call you back. I'm on the live. I'm on the live. I'm on a YouTube video. I'll call you back. Only if it take action. What the mind can conceive and believe, what the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve only if it take action. Right? But just imagine what would happen if I would have stopped at the 60th day. Then I probably wouldn't made 1.2 million last year in total sales revenue. I made more money in COVID. Swear to God, I made more money in COVID over the last 4 months than I did the entire year. I swear to God. Why? Because I thought like you got to do something different. Was I going to let COVID cripple me? Oh, the office is shut down to this and this and that. So I had to jump out there. I got creative. And if you watch some of my old videos, you know what I did to become creative. I literally had stacks and still have some, a lot of the business we did, they opened up obviously, right? And we had already got the contract, but I still got about this many contracts with a paper clip on it that I'm just waiting for them to open up. For whatever reason, they haven't opened the office. They haven't returned the business. But I already have them signed on paper. Fabio, how did you do that? Well, the mail still work. I'm thinking like, shit, their bills are still coming in. So somebody got to get the bills. So I did a direct mail campaign. Again, you got to be creative. Entrepreneurs are creative. They're very creative. You got to turn away. You got to turn nothing into something. So I'm thinking like, well, hell, I know the utility company still sending them bills. I know other people still sending them mail. So I'm thinking like, even if the building isn't open, they're going to have to check the mail. So I put together a postcard and a flyer. It's really a carbon copy of each other. I had the flyer first. I turned it into a postcard. I send it through the mailing system, and I'm strategic how I do that. You know, if you're my coaching, we already talked about that, because the mail can be shiesty people too. So it's a certain way you got to do that, right? But anyway, I sent the mailings out, the postcards. Irresistible offer, COVID, right? That was my scarcity. I had to use that, right? Because now with this whole COVID thing, I had to get in the building. So in order for me to get in the building, I had to say something that was irresistible to make them want to call me. So I got a lot of calls. A lot of calls, people calling me off of the mailing that I sent. This is how I was getting contracts through COVID. And I'm talking about small business, dentist offices, chiropractors, right? Smaller businesses. I had an irresistible offer. I had an offer they couldn't turn down. And then I used the fact when COVID was at a high level out here in Michigan, because we was peaking out here. Now I'm like, you don't want COVID in your building, but you need me in your building so we can, get your building back, bring your building back to life. So when you do open the building, sir, when you do open the building, ma'am, you're totally disinfected. It's an aired out. Everything is good. You're good to go, right? So even if someone had COVID prior to, they was asymptomatic prior to you, closing up shop, so to speak. We cleaned it out. We disinfected. We got everything. Everything situated. I got about this many contracts right now with a paper clip on them from people that haven't even opened. If you remember my older videos, you remember me telling you I got contracts during COVID. They're not open, and when they open, we're ready to go. Well, a lot of them have opened, so we're making that revenue now. Fogging, disinfecting, fogging, sanitization. I found a lane, I penetrate that lane, and I took off. Okay, so again, I got one more spot left in the coaching. Shameless plug here. If you're interested, email me, hollywoodjanitorialserve@gmail.com. And I'm going to teach you everything that you need to know, right? Get in the coaching program. Put coaching or put sign me up in the subject headline. We're going to take care of you. Swear to God. The best investment you can ever make right here off of YouTube, right? And it's reasonable. 800 bucks. Hollywood Janitorial serve@gmail.com. Shameless plug. Okay, now back to the message here. Like I said, guys, I realized that we had COVID. Other business owners, everybody all over the place, right? They like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I felt relieved. Fabio, why are you smiling so much? We're in COVID. Why are you smiling like this is a game? This is a joke. I'm smiling because I know something that you don't know. I know that I'm about to take advantage and I'm going to become an essential worker, essentially, in a time where it's not so good. I know that I'm about to make a lot of money. So my light bulb went off, irresistible offer. Again, you got to have an offer that's so irresistible that they can't turn it down. You at least, even if they don't pick you up, you at least need them to pick up the phone and call you. Or you at least need them to email you. Right? Or whatever the case is. Go to your website, whatever the case. You need them to take an action. Okay? Even if they don't hire you. That lets you know by them picking up the phone that it works. Right? Now, you just have to be able to convert that from a warm lead to a sell. You have to make that conversion. You have to convert it when they call you. So you have to know your stuff. You have to know if you're running a bundle offer. You have to know what type of irresistible offer that you run, how you can make this, how you can upsell this, right? Don't sell them. If you're advertising fogging and you got an irresistible offer going on fogging, don't sell them cleaning, because you're going to ultimately get the cleaning as a byproduct of you doing the fogging. Trust me. You do a good enough job fogging, cleaning it up, getting it disinfectant, getting it sanitized, you'll get that. You'll land that contract. They'll want you to come back. They already trust you enough. You already been in the building, once or twice on the fogging, whatever the case is. Again, so I made more money through COVID than I made the rest of the year. Swear to God. You guys heard what I said I did with the apartments, right? I cleaned house with apartments. And then the hotels. You remember I did the videos in the hotel in Saginaw? I'm in Ben Harbor today, guys. I do business out here, by the way. Ben Harbor, Berrien County. So I went to the hotels, right? Smaller hotels, then some of the bigger hotels. Again, a lot of red tape you had to get through. You had to talk to person after person, right? It wasn't like just a one-shot deal. You talked to Annie Lou, and she's the one that decides something. You had to talk to 2 or 3 people. But I was able to sign on. And I still have those contracts today. Okay? Again, so what are you saying, Fabio? I'm saying all of this to say, you have to take action. You have to take action. Find yourself a mentor. If it's not in the flesh, find it in a book. Find it in a book. Find it in audiobooks. Find it into YouTube. Right? But you can read all of the books. Look at all of the YouTube channels. Listen to all of the audiobooks. Have a coach in the flesh, a person. And we can teach you everything. Right? The books can, the YouTube can, the audiobooks, Fabio Hart can. But if you do absolutely nothing with the information, you get nowhere. Nothing from nothing leaves what? Nothing. Okay? So again, guys, I'm just trying to motivate you. I'm trying to motivate you. It's not a game out here. We don't know what the next year is going to bring. Right? They say this election coming. They got Joe Biden and you got Donald Trump. I'm not too comfortable with either side. I don't know. I think it's an agenda with both sides. We're not going to get into my political views because I could probably turn you guys off because I'm so independent in the thought process, right? But like I say, the whole thing in a nutshell, guys, is that you want to get off your ass. You want to take advantage of the opportunity that you have. God give you breath to wake up and you're just wasting it going to work for the big men. And at any time, they're talking about, oh, it could be a fresh wave coming in, COVID 2021. You hear it on CNN, they Fox and all of this. They doing scarcity edit. They're the best at that. So now you go into the store, you buying up all of the toilet paper, buying up all of the spring water, right? Bottled water, whatever the case is. Hey guys, you got a second wave coming through in the winter. It's gonna, you know, to me, I believe, and it's my only personal opinion. Some of you might agree with me, you might be able to see my analogy, but I will tell you that I do think COVID would drop down dramatically during the winter season, only because I don't think a lot of people are going to be out and about like that. I think people, because of the weather, because it's cold or snowy or whatever the case, I think a lot of people are going to be secluded. They're not going to be in a lot of, people face or whatever the case is. So I personally believe that whatever level it is now in any given state or any given region of the country, I do feel like once winter kind of really close in on us and really you're going to see less people outside, less people in the malls, less people, right? People, even people with cars, less people on the bus, right? Less people, right? Because it's just so damn cold. Like it's different from when it's hot and everybody is all outside, all around each other. I can see why it would spike because people just don't want to stay in. But that cold weather, if it does nothing else, at the very least, unless you got to work, you're probably going to stay in. That's just my perspective, guys. I don't know. We'll see, right? So, but anyway, guys, like I say, man, if you want the last spot, coaching spot, I would definitely suggest that you get it. You can email me right now, Hollywood Janitorial Serve, and the email will be in the description of this video, hollywoodjanitorialserve@gmail.com. $800 is a $2,000 program, okay? Only one spot. I would take it right away. Again, you get into coaching. You're going to be coached by me, not just, somebody else, right? It's going to be by me for the entire year, right? Email us right now, Jasmine, be able to handle it. Leave your name and telephone number. I personally want to give you a call to reiterate what to expect for the money that you're about to pay. And I'll be more than happy to take care of you guys, okay? And it's with a passion. And it's with my honor to be able to help you, like genuinely help you, right? So it's not like some of the other people where you can't access them, you can't talk to them, right? They don't want to give you their numbers. And then when they give you their number, they tell you so much, and then you can't talk to them. Again, you can't text them. They don't respond back from the text and all of that. You won't have that with me over here, right? So, like I said, guys, at the end of the day, take action. Start your cleaning business. Whatever you don't have, don't worry about what you don't have. Worry about what you do have and start there. Because everything else will come in due time. Okay? Everything, you have to be creative. Like I said, when I first started my cleaning business, I didn't even have insurance. Right? I didn't have insurance. So I didn't go after a lot of bigger accounts because my mindset was like, oh, a school might want insurance. Or a bank might want it, like where it's going to be a lot of people, they might ask me for insurance. A plant, some of the industrial buildings that I get now, they might ask me for insurance. So I stayed with like little doctor's office, chiropractors, right? I stayed, medium to small, right? Once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week accounts. Guys, let's get these lights up. Come on now. We can do way better than this, guys. You know, YouTube is not recommending my videos, so at the very least, we can drive this algorithm by the likes. Okay, so like this video for me. Share it too. Subscribe to my channel if you're watching and you're not subscribed, right? But like I say, I kept it small, and then I took the revenue that came in, and eventually I got insurance, and it was a very small policy, in the beginning. We upped it since, but it's a very small policy, right? But again, I didn't say, well, you know what, I can't afford the insurance, so I'm not going to start the clean. I'm just going to sit back. I'm going to wait till I save some more money or come into some more money. Then I'm going to get some insurance. And then, no, I didn't do that. I didn't do that because if I would have done it that way, I can see right now, if I would have done it that way, I would have gave myself every reason not to start the business. I would have gave myself every reason not to start the business. I would have made up something else that I don't have a broom and a dustpan, and I don't have the top of the line vacuum cleaner, right? I would have had something else. You get the money for it. Now you made up something else that you don't have. And guess what happens? You talk yourself right out of starting the cleaning business. Right out of starting the business, you don't get started with anything. Preparation is key. You should be preparing now. You should be preparing now. So when you do decide to launch, it don't take forever to launch now, but you should be preparing now. So when you do decide to launch, guys, you're in a good position because you already have some type of preparation done, right? You already know kind of what way you want to go, get an idea what you want to go. But when you don't prepare and you just try to wing it, then you're all over, you cloud it in your head, right? You don't know where you want to start, up, down, left, right. You don't know what you want to do, right? Because you didn't prepare. So if you haven't started your cleaning business yet, get a coach. I would suggest. But with all serious, even if it's not me, get somebody that you believe in, that you could follow behind, and really listen and pay attention. Like, because obviously, if you believe in them, you need to listen and pay attention to what they're saying. Okay, especially if it's an investment, if it's an investment behind it, right? You put your money into the pot and they tell you to do this and suggest certain things or give you these different things and you do nothing with that, then you just wasted your money. Why do that, right? But if you say, hey, I'm not gonna do that, I'm just, YouTube is fine with me, then at least if you're watching this video or watching some of my older videos or whatever the case, or even your favorite, YouTuber on the cleaning matter, take notes, write things down, jot things down. If you're watching them, you believe in them, they're your favorite YouTuber, they're your favorite video to watch, write something down, take notes, okay? Take notes and execute on those notes that you take. Execute, okay? So again, guys, I'm going to leave it right here. I really didn't mean to go this long. I'm just out here in Ben Harbor, Michigan, just checking on accounts. I decided to come out here. I really don't get a chance to get out here that much, so I say, you know what, let me go to Ben Harbor. I think I'm gonna go to Toledo next week, because I don't get a chance to even go to my office that often. So, I mean, I talk to them regularly, but I don't get a chance to go and see them and even walk through the office like that. Because I'm not in Toledo as much. So, again, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. If you got some questions, I'll be more than happy to entertain them. Also, if you want to email me about any given matter, coaching or just a question or whatever the case is, Hollywood Janitorial Serve at gmail.com. Serve is spelled SERV. Hollywood Janitorial Serve, SERV at gmail.com. Okay. You can get set up with the coaching there if you want coaching. Put sign me up in the subject line or put coaching in the subject line. Okay. Other than that, if you have questions, you'd be more than happy to ask. You can ask the questions right here. I go ahead and entertain. If not, I go ahead and end the live. And you just have to catch me when you catch me again. Um, just surprisingly, I felt good to do the live, but the video is going to be few and far between because I'm really, really busy. I got new contracts that we got opening up, new contracts coming in. Then you guys that know me know I got other business endeavors too. So I'm linked in with that, and then I'm spending an incredible amount of time with my coaching students, really trying to hone in, trying to keep them on track so they can go ahead and start changing their lives and making the money that they always wanted to make. So, and a lot of them are doing great. Some, because of the demographics and areas, some got a little hiccups. I only got a select few that's probably just sitting on my roster, just, I don't know. We do the Skype call and it's like, what the fuck? Or the Zoom call, the duo call. And I say, oh, you just like staring at me, right? You stare at me, we end the call and you don't do anything. But I'm on their ass. Hopefully they get it together. And it's by love. If you're watching the video, you know you're one of them. It's love. But I do need you to execute more, right? Because I want to see you win, okay? So let me see what we got here. What up, Fabio? Take care, bro. Okay, great, great. You were great. Thank you for sharing. Great. Thank you. So we can be the first to offer clean. Right. Yep. Let me see. Is there a way to check for new businesses in our area? Yeah, it should be a directory. It should be like a new business directory. And usually you probably can get that from the don't get me wrong, But for wherever they like start business up, like the courthouse, you might have to might be something you got to buy. But I'm sure you can get that though from like the new business sign up place in your area. I don't know. Some people do it at the courthouse. Some people do it at City Hall. Um, whatever governmental building. I would think it's a list that you can buy. But I'll look more into it, Kelsey, and I get back to you to try to pinpoint and nail down a specific place that you can go to look for new business startups. Let me see here. Um, do you do residential or commercial cleaning or both? I do both. Let me see. I was wondering how long did it take you? I answered that already. Let me see. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Sorry guys, these phones going crazy. Um, let's see. All right. Yeah, guys. So, and a lot of you asked me about Facebook. I do have a Facebook, but my Facebook is jammed at 5,000 people. So, you know, I guess once people start unfriending me, which is rare, but once they start unfriending me, I can add more people on the Facebook. My personal Instagram is King Virgo 416. King Virgo 416. I had another one, but I wasn't so active on it, so I deleted that. Let me see what else, guys. Otherwise, if you want to reach me, man, and you got some questions or something private you want to talk about, you can email me your name and number. Um, my assistant will pass along to me, Jasmine, and then I'll call you guys. If you're interested in the coaching, I do have one spot left. Like I said, it's $800 um, for it if you want it. Um, Otherwise, I think that'll wrap it up. And I'm on my wine here. So, got my little cup here. So that's gonna wrap it up, guys. Guys, got any more questions for me? That's what I look like. All right, guys. That's gonna do it. Let me see if I got any more questions here. All right. The only person that can ever stop you from starting up your own dreams and making it to the top is you. You guys take care.